Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Oh yeah, Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go, baby. That's right. We talking about the one, the only. NERDSoul Gaming. They look. It's just us. That's it. It's just us. That's all it is. So I'm not by myself. I am here with Open Mind. What's up?
What's up, FGC family, NERDSoul family, gaming community, all that jazz. Glad to be back with NERDSoul. Glad to be back on the channel. How y'all been? First of all, Happy New Year.
It's late. Happy New Year, man. I don't think we said Happy New Year. So Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year.
The last time we've done a show together was last year. So this is our first time meeting up in 2026. So Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to NERDSoul Light, to the wife, to the family, everybody that come on the channel. Especially, listen, I have to give a special shout out to Solar Gray. Why am I doing this? Why is this random shout out for? Because Solar Gray I'm probably one of his biggest fans that don't nobody know about. You know what I'm saying? Not that he has like a fan base or nothing, but I dig Solar Gray's take on life. Just
word.
I know he gonna see this. Every time I say something, he be like, dude, why is Open always shouting me out? Because Solar Gray is like that uncle, even though we're probably the same age, but he's like that uncle that always dropping gems, right? Like I have a respect for this man, even though we don't, he's not talking about gaming hardly at all when y'all talk, but when he gives his perspective on whatever y'all talking about, mostly it's a TV show or some type of maybe every now and then y'all will touch on a current event. When Solar Gray gives his take, it is very profound, and I have a respect for that man. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Solar Gray, from Open Mind to you, brother. And he has the coolest way that he smokes cigarettes. Like that is the coolest. I know cigarettes are not healthy.
He be smoking with cigarettes.
But it's the way he smoke it. Like he is so gangster with the way he smokes. Like that is the most masculine way to smoke a cigarette. You know? So big shout out to Solar and everybody else, man. Happy New Year to y'all. Let's get into the show.
Yeah, we chilling, man. I'm over here getting my Streets of Rage on because it's been so long. It's been so long since I played Streets of Rage.
Word up.
And I still have never passed 30 levels on survival. So I figured while we talking, I'm gonna do that. But we got some fighting game stuff to get into. But we also had, unfortunately, we had some crazy drama in the Rivals world.
Yo, did you see that? Like, it's not new. It's just that everybody's finally touching on it because it's starting to become public. It happened like back in October, but it wasn't.
I thought it happened more recently, like in December.
Well, it happened, and then it wasn't discussed as much. But now that it's out in the open, everybody's like talking about it. And I wasn't even when it happened. I wasn't aware of it when it happened. I didn't hear about it till like 2 weeks ago. But I just kind of swiped up. You know, you see something on your timeline and you just swipe up like, yeah, whatever. But it's starting to become a thing, and it's not so much as the Rivals game. It's more about the people involved in the situation. There's a lot of drama behind that, man.
Yeah,
it sparked a lot of spin-off conversations too.
Yeah,
from misogynistic stuff? Go ahead.
Yeah, have you seen the full totality of the drama, or just like a little bit of it?
I wouldn't say the full totality, but I do understand the gist of it because Coop has been keeping me abreast to it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what's happening, but I have not delved into I haven't listened to everybody's video, everybody's take on it, because a lot of it has a lot to do with monetization and people just getting those hashtags and clicks and views, and that always happens when something big happens. Everybody got to get their take because they need those clicks and views and follows and subs and stuff from the topic itself. And I didn't want to feed into that.
I want to give a shout out to Kingsman first, because I watched the Kingsman joint. I watched his full video. Then I did too. Then I watched like 2 more videos, and I'm gonna say this, because this is no different than you'll find this in the corporate space. You'll find this in I know they ain't just gonna kick me like that. But anyway, they you're gonna find this in the corporate space. You're gonna find this, unfortunately, in your daily life. But you hopefully you think in your mind you're gonna grow out of it. What I saw boils down to the mean girls were never left in high school. You thought you left the mean girls in high school. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. The mean girls are still here, unfortunately. The mean girls that you be like, oh man, middle school sure was hard, but thank God I'm away from the mean girls. Nope.
You gonna see them again.
You're gonna see them again, unfortunately. You're gonna see them at the job. That's why, like, you'll be like, man, why is my job like high school? Because some people never progress from high school. And when I say progress, I'm not saying like they don't grow. Like, of course, they physically grow. But what I mean is, like, you'll never see them emotionally or grow in character from that point. And what I just saw is, unfortunately, a bunch of mean girl behavior. And like the dude, I mean, now I don't play Rivals, but when I saw, when I saw like what he was doing, I mean, what the stats was, I was like, bro, I don't know much about Black Widow, but I know one thing, like, this chick ain't winning. Like,
well,
I
do
not
play
a good
Rivals.
look when you got 0-5-0, and I looked at I was like, all right, so that means you ain't killing nobody, you ain't helping nobody kill nobody, and you got killed. Well, I'm like, this ain't looking good.
I'm gonna speak on
I play
the Black
FPS
Widow
games more, like back when I was playing. So I didn't really play hero shooters or anything like that, or even looter shooters. But I do know what them icons stand for. And I mean, you ain't kill nobody, you ain't help nobody kill nobody, and you got killed all the time. So,
well, I will speak on the Black Widow situation.
Yeah, because see, you got this on lock.
Well, I play Rivals enough to understand the general consensus when it comes to Black Widow. Now, wait, my mic good? My mic good?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing about Black Widow in Marvel Rivals. Black Widow as a character by herself is not a bad character. She's pretty decent if you can aim, right? She's that character that requires you to be patient, sit in the back and shoot and pick people off. She can kill you with one shot. However, the general consensus about Black Widow as a character is when somebody's picking Black Widow, usually they're throwing, right? And so
is it because she's like a lone wolf type character where she don't like really play well with her?
It's not even that. It's just that Black Widow has been unfairly used as a scapegoat to throw the game. So when you're picking the characters at the screen, usually people will pick a Black Widow to let you know, hey, my character got banned, so I'm just gonna throw with Black Widow, right? You can throw with anybody, right? But Black Widow has been the go-to character for the toxic community to say to you, hey, y'all banned my character, or y'all playing like trash, I'm gonna throw with Black Widow. So they didn't start out with Black Widow. They started out with whoever they started out with, but we're losing this game, we're getting our butts kicked, so I'm just gonna switch to Black Widow and I'm gonna throw, right? Black Widow by herself is not a bad character. But the human person, the community, the players have used the Black Widow as a throw character. She herself is not bad. There are some Black Widow players who legitimately are good with Black Widow. Same with Hawkeye. Black Widow and Hawkeye are those sniper characters that one-shot you. And she has a good kit. If you're good with DPS, if you're good with shooting, and then she can fight you up close, she can put her guns away and then put them hands on you if you get close to her. She has those options. But the majority of the community suck with Black Widow as a character, so they use her to throw. So it's not that Black Widow is trash. It's that people, it doesn't matter if the person is trash or not. You might have a person who's really good with Black Widow, but they're throwing with Black Widow, right?
Oh, okay.
So Black Widow has been unfortunately and unfairly been the mascot for throwers. So when you see somebody picking Black Widow, in your mind you're like, oh, they're throwing. right?
Gotcha.
It is nothing against Black Widow as a character on Marvel Rivals. It's just that the community, for the full year that Marvel Rivals has been out, have decided to choose Black Widow as a character to throw with. Because you can throw with the whole roster. You can decide to not press buttons, sit still in the corner, and not move and not help the team with whoever you're picking. But they just decide to just pick Black Widow. She's been unfairly, turned into a scapegoat character, and that's not Black Widow's fault. It's the people who decide to throw with her. So that's why I wanted to give context to that. So when you see this drama going on with Kingsman and the $40,000 that he lost in all the tournament drama, the person in the video who was playing with Black Widow was doing what I just said. They was throwing with Black Widow. It's not that they could have been, the person was throwing, period. They could have thrown with anybody. It's just that Black Widow is the character that they decide to throw with.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that's good with Black Widow. I played with these people where Black Widow is the MVP, where she got the most kills and she out there tearing it up on the battlefield. But the most part, that's few and far between what I just said. For the most part, anybody picking Black Widow is usually throwing. Maybe 8 times out of 10 they're throwing with Black Widow, and you don't really know until you start playing.
Got you. Yeah, because it's when I saw it, I was like, this is just mean girl behavior, and I was like, this is. It was just like, dang, here we go. It was very like because I knew these girls. I knew these girls back in, shouts out, maybe not shouts out to Manchester High School, Midlothian High School, Meadowbrook. What's up? Let's see y'all in there. James River. Shouts out to y'all. LC Bird. Y'all had them too. So
my school had them too.
So it's like I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, what? It was something like I could feel it. I was like, here go that mean girl behavior. I was like, this is it. I was like, this is what we got. I was like, and the thing is, it hurts because it's like this dude is playing a game for $40K, and they're like, whatever. Because they, hey, every creator isn't struggling. You know what I'm saying? Some creators out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they like $40K. They ain't nothing. Because maybe the split was going to be something where they like, I make that in a day, or I make that. I mean, I don't know their financial situation, but I mean, shoot, look at Anton Daniels. He just showed us that in a month he made $169,000. So, he might be.
Let me add more context.
It might be like, I don't care about that split. I don't care about that little money. You know what I'm saying?
Let me add more context to the situation because it's not about the money. It has nothing to do with the money.
Well, true.
Because
there's a dignity and character issue.
I'm gonna speak to the behavior of the community in Marvel Rivals, right? So, and because you don't play, it might not resonate with you as much as it'll resonate with people who's going to hear what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I feel you.
If you're playing Marvel Rivals, if you play Marvel Rivals like me and Coop do, and I've since deleted the game because I need a mental break from that. I'm on 2XKO. I don't even have the game on my PlayStation no more. I deleted it. So I kind of need a break right now. But here's the thing. The behavior of throwing in Marvel Rivals is so prevalent that even in a $40,000 tournament, people's mentality is still toxic. This very toxic. This game is probably just as or more toxic than Fortnite, Call of Duty, and any other fight in the FGC.
If it's worse than Call of Duty, I know it's bad in them streets.
Yes, I'm saying it. I'm saying it here on your microphone. The Marvel Rivals community is just as or more toxic than Call of Duty, than Fortnite, right? Because of the quitting behavior, the giving up mentality, the loser mentality. Like, it's very difficult to rank up on that game because you'll get matched to somebody who's throwing, and they've been complaining to NetEase about it. NetEase just keeps releasing characters and skins. They're ignoring the fact that people are throwing. You can report somebody, but all they get is a 10-minute penalty, and they're right back on the game.
Yeah, so kind of annoying everybody. So it's kind of become a troll game.
It's a troll game. So what happens as it pertains to the situation with the tournament? a lot of people are saying, man, it's $40,000 online. Why would you throw? Because the throwing behavior, they don't care if $1 million was on the line, right? They're gonna troll no matter what the stakes are. If the stakes are just ranking up, if the stakes is just a quick match where it's just no rank, it's just a fun moment to practice with a new character, or if it's high stakes tournament on the line, they're gonna throw in this game because the community is toxic. Not just the situation with Kingsman. His Kingsman situation with these air quote mean girls. Those are just like a.
They're just an example. They're just an example of the community.
That's just Marvel Rivals playing out in public view. This is this happens in the privacy of your couch or your video game chair.
Gotcha.
Every night, every day, all day, 24 hours a day, logged into Marvel Rivals. You are dealing with the behavior that you saw with Kingsman and these girls.
Gotcha.
It's not just the girls. The girls were just the ones that we saw on camera. It's the everybody. We're not gonna just pick on these girls that was toxic towards Kingsman. I am directing my frustration as I speak at all of you who play Marvel Rivals. Y'all all have a throw culture. Y'all all are trolls. All of y'all, right? This is not a gender situation. This is not a mean girl situation. This is
those are still mean. Those are still mean girls.
Yes, they are mean girls. But what I'm saying is, I'm not just gonna let everybody else off the hook because these mean girls sabotage this guy's $40,000 win. Because they could have probably won that, but they were too busy trying to be toxic. They would rather be toxic than to sit down, focus, lock in, and play.
Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Say we playing some type of tournament. Now in this case, if it's you and I, we're probably playing some kind of fighting game, or we're playing some type of beat 'em up. It might be a FPS, but it won't be like a third person hero shooter. But you know what I'm saying? Even if we were playing Rivals, say I picked up Rivals like yesterday, all right? You best believe if we talk about 40, bruh, whatever you say, I'm gonna be like, all right, word. What I need to do?
Yeah,
we try to get that 40.
You would think, right? You would think that we all would lock in because there's money on the line.
Bro, you ain't never seen me play so sweaty in my life.
but the Marvel Rivals community is so toxic and you can't take them serious. You cannot depend on the community in and of itself to give you a fun experience. Marvel Rivals as a game by itself, without no humans touching it, is a dope game.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's all of your favorite Marvel heroes and villains come together in a battle royale situation.
Yeah, and they gonna make people not want to play the game.
But I just did not say I deleted the game.
Because both you and Coop said that y'all ain't playing. Y'all at least gonna put the game down for a while because it's like y'all tired of playing it.
Like Coop will play just to unlock certain skins, and then he'll go play other stuff. Like he's at that point, and we talking about Coop. Remember earlier last year,
man,
Coop was Marvel.
He was the ambassador,
right? Even now that tells you something. That tells you how toxic this community is. That even Coop is tired of playing it. We talking about the person who who brought me into it. Coop brought me into Rival, right? Coop.
And now he like, I don't want to do it no more.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at Coop at all. I'm just saying like, this is a person who we did countless videos last year on gaming, period. And Coop would not miss an opportunity to
talk about Rivals.
Right? Now here we are. Coop's like, man, F Marvel Rivals. I'm tired of this, in the private conversations that we have. I ain't gonna say it all, but how many times has Coop griped about something to do with Marvel? And this is
because he's tired of how people acting, and it's a community issue.
And those of y'all who are not familiar with Coop from Blurtish, if you're not familiar with him, he is a staunch Marvel Rivals player. Loved this game, and early on last year, he's the person who kind of got me interested in it. Y'all are so toxic that y'all have pushed Coop away from this game.
Yep, because actually, Coop was trying to get me involved, and as he talked about it, as it got worse, I was like, I'm not playing this game.
Me and Coop both were trying to get you involved.
This sounds like a different version of why I will never play another Call of Duty game.
Yeah, it's I'm just giving you the real,
Like,
and I'm
bro,
not trying to like pick
I don't need to be listening to Django Unchained every day.
And look, it's not even so much as the chat or the microphone toxicity. It's not even that because that's there, right? But that's on any game that has
Yeah,
a chat and a microphone. I'm telling you the fact that you're putting in your best efforts. Y'all about to win, and somebody on the team decides I'm just gonna throw. I'm tired of this. So whatever reason, can't say why they throw. I'm just saying that they're gonna throw. They're gonna find a reason to just throw. It's a 6 versus 6 game, and then you got one of your teammates decide I'm not playing. So now it's 5 versus 6, and now y'all getting beat down. And then it seems the matchmaking server matches you to somebody in America who's gonna throw. There's so many people who throw. It's not the same one person. You may not see that teammate again all throughout the day, that particular teammate who threw. But you're gonna get matched to another person who's throwing, and another person who's throwing, and another person who's throwing. To the fact that Kingsman himself got matched to 3 people who were throwing in a $40,000 tournament. That's how bad it is. That's how bad the community is in the Marvel Rivals community. The people who decide to come on this game and play are some of the most
dang.
loser mentality, loser minded people. To the point, so it's like, okay, you know who Low Tier God is. He's the
Yeah,
person that is toxic for the sake of being toxic, and he's made a name for himself by being toxic, so much so that other spin-off channels are trying to use his name to make money off of his name because that's he's branded himself on the toxicity. Well, here's the thing. Here's a Marvel Rivals community. A lot of these people are streaming to be toxic on Marvel Rivals for clicks and views.
yeah.
That's how bad it is that they turn toxicity into monetization on Marvel Rivals. They have
Sadly,
really
I'm not even
destroyed this game.
surprised either.
Yes, that's just
Like,
how
if you
bad
was
it
like,
is.
are you surprised? But like, no.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're distracted from playing the game because you've been pulled in. Whether you could be the most positive person, loving person. That's why I no longer recommend that you play because you are the most positive people I know. Marvel Rivals is gonna make you cuss, and you don't cuss. You gonna cuss. Listen, NERDSoul, when I tell you you are going to cuss at these people, they're gonna make you cuss at them. That's how
Because
bad
you gonna
it
be
is.
like, I'm gonna be like, yo, why y'all ain't playing?
Why y'all ain't playing?
Why even get in the game?
And then why do I keep getting matched to these people who keep running? And like
And
I
then
said,
you realize it's not people, it's the whole community wants to do this.
it's the whole community. It's not 1, it's not 10, it's not 20, it's not 30. It's the community itself. From the state of California to the state of New York to wherever you logging in at, even overseas in Europe. The European players are toxic on Marvel Rivals.
And
The
now you
Japanese
wondering why
players are toxic.
that article came out last year about more people playing single player games. Now
Yeah.
you wondering why? Because people like, look, hey, let me just pick up this game. I'll play, and I go in, I do whatever I want to do. I ain't gotta rely on people that's acting crazy, and I
Yeah,
can
bro.
just, chill out.
These live service multiplayer games where you have to get teamed up with random people and y'all got to come together and to get an objective, man, it's just not working. They got to figure out a different way of matchmaking. Like, you remember when we was growing up, we played pickup basketball. Everybody meet up at the park, and y'all just be like, all right.
Yeah.
There would be like a vote to pick the teammates, right, on the basketball court.
And see, it's hard to throw in an in-person game because you gotta stare at them people in their
Yes.
face. Like you can't do that kind of loser stuff that you do, online because I mean it's like I'll never see you. Might be all right. I'm in Virginia. You might be in Colorado. Like I'll never see you.
Yeah.
Not in any real fashion. I'll never see you.
There should be a way.
But if we at the park, if we playing, you gotta answer for this stuff.
You got to answer for that. So that's why I think there should be a way to do this online, where you pick your teammate. It's like they have a situation on Rivals. Once you rank up to a certain rank, you go to character select screen and they let you ban certain heroes, right? And that's not just Rivals. That's standard across a lot of these live servers. Like Smite has it, Overwatch has it, where you can. Everybody's picking their players, but there's a system where you vote to ban certain characters, and then everybody picks who's left, who's not banned. I think that should also be the teammates that you pick. I think they should throw us all into a lobby, right? There's a timer where you get to go and check the stats of your teammates, of people who are queued
similar
up to
to
play.
like when you're playing a fighting game, you get to choose whether you want to fight that person or
You
not.
get to choose. You should be able to choose your teammates. There should be
like, yo, I don't want to play with this person because I'm looking at their record now.
I'm looking at their record. How many times has this person thrown or quit or disconnected or whatever it should be like? It should keep track of how often a person has literally been AFK in a game. Because that's what it's called, AFK. We're calling it throwing, but the technical term is AFK. The person's not doing anything. They're just standing around, not moving, not right. So there should be a record of how often that has been done with certain person. And then you should be able to see it. It should be it should be front and center, like a highlight. Like y'all in a big lobby, and the match hasn't started yet. This may take a little bit more time to get into the match, but I think it's the only cure for this because reporting is not working. Just report them. That's not working. Okay, you can report them, yes, and they may get banned for 10 minutes, but that's not working.
Or do this. Hey, you can remove. I got a system right now. Y'all love AI so much. I got a system for y'all. So okay. AI looks at people's rates, and if your AFK rate is above 50% or whatever, you get grouped with everybody that does AFK, and you can't get out of AFK until you reduce your rate of AFKing.
So now this is
and then all the loser troll players can be on the same team with each other. Yeah. And then the real people can play at the same team with each other.
Because what will start happening is the trolls will start getting stomped all the time, and they'll stop that and they'll start playing. Because at the end of the day, it's not even about skill anymore. It's just about somebody actively trying, and just actively trying gives you a leg up to try to win. You can win this if you just try, right? If you just try, play the role that you pick, the Vanguard, the support, or the DPS, whatever that is. Play your role. If you're gonna play with this character, please know how to play with that character because that's who you pick, so on and so forth. There should be a way to pick your teammates as well as the characters that y'all picking. I should be able to see live on my screen without going through too many menus to dig for it. I should be able to see how often you disconnect, how often you AFK, and I can say I don't want to play with this person. This is my teammate right here, and then then you become 6 people. Y'all, all right, y'all locked in. Now this is us 6 versus whoever. Now we pick our characters. Now we ban our characters and so on and so forth because the report function is just not working. Yes, they do ban you for 10, 15 minutes for disconnecting. Yes, there is a system in place that says report this person. The game shows that this person was throwing. They get banned for 10 minutes. But that's that one person. Now you're getting matched to another new person who's throwing, and y'all locked in, and it's too late. You got to win or lose this game to go to the report. So you're not fixing the problem of throwing by banning the one person who threw when you're getting matched to the next person who's going to throw and the next person who's going to throw because the community as a whole is toxic. So to eliminate it all, there should be a system where we pick our teammates. Hey, like pick up basketball at Rucker Park. I should be able, hey, I want him. All right, I want him. I want the big guy standing over in the corner.
I ain't that ease. You hear that?
You see what I'm saying? Like it should be
ease. Look, go and get it. I know y'all working on them digital butt cheeks, but go on and change that system. Because like I said, look, if they put out an update and said, look, hey yo, either A, from now on y'all get to pick y'all teammates and we get to see y'all stats and stuff before we pick, or from now on the system will only pair people that actually be playing. If your AFK rate is XYZ, then y'all gonna be paired with other people that AFK all the time. And they're going to clean it right up. Because I'm going to be honest, after seeing this stuff, I was like, I don't want to play this game. Like, not at all. So I'm glad that we got some type of, idea out there for NetEase. Go and take that. Go and take that NetEase. You good. You can have that. It's all for you. But on top of the new version of Strive, you've been playing that 2XKO.
Right, so let's touch on Strive real quick before we move to 2XKO. I remember, I don't remember what
the reason was, I just remember we were talking in the chat offline, and I wasn't playing Strive, and you was like, it was something to the effect of you telling me to come back to Strive and try the new rank mode, because I just quit playing Strive for a minute, and I was like, I can't remember why or what the reason was, but I said I like, if you play a certain game, NERDSoul, I'll come back to Strive, and that's what I think. I can't remember what it was about.
You wanted me to play Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, there it is. It was the Ninja Gaiden, the new Ninja Gaiden that came out. And I said to you, if you play Ninja Gaiden, I'll come back to Strive. And that's what you did. You played Ninja Gaiden. So I was like, okay, well, NERDSoul held up his end of the deal. I'm gonna hold up my end of the deal. So I got back on Strive, and I climbed to the Vanquisher rank, which is the master rank, god rank of Strive, like the new rank system. It didn't happen overnight, of course. It took me a couple months, but I finally climbed to the tippy top of the rank ladder. Not the rank tower, but the actual rank mode. Because I've always been on the celestial floor, but that was the highest you can go. Well, now they had a new rank mode, and nobody's really in the celestial lobbies anymore. Anyway, so I finally climbed to the top, and y'all can see the clips playing in the background. I just giving y'all my journey. I have more clips, but I just kind of grabbed some of the best ones to kind of like let y'all see while we doing the show. This is my journey to the top, right? It was not easy. I mean, as you climb higher, it got sweatier and sweatier and sweatier, as I expected it to be. It's to be expected when you play in any fighting game. The higher you climb, the more sweat you're gonna deal with. But here's the thing. It's not just sweat, it's the cheaters. And it's like, I'm painfully reminded, because I dealt with this on other fighting games, that when you playing crossplay, because I'm a console PlayStation player, and you playing people on PC, they can mod the game, they can use scripts, they can use cheats, and you can tell that they're cheating because of how the characters respond. No human being is that accurate. You got the high level skillful players, and you got people that's obviously cheat. But I was still able to overcome them, and I climbed to the top, and I became Vanquisher rank, god rank, and on Strive with Potemkin, and I put it down to take a rest, because it's like I got to Vanquisher rank on the same day 2XKO came out, like the night before, right on time to put Strive to rest. Not that I'm not going to ever play it again, but not nearly as much time as I'm going to put in 2XKO. And 2XKO, just the transition, is so far it's a very fun game. They got some kinks they need to work out as far as the menus and the thing, but it's operating like a live service game. It's free to play, but of course they got certain characters locked. You can unlock them through in-game currency and grinding, or you can pay out of the pocket, but they're gonna operate like a live service game, just like Marvel Rivals and everything else.
Word. And
they have I feel like you should be able to be in practice mode while waiting on a fight, instead of just going to a lobby waiting on a fight. Because I think it's a brand new game, so you you have to need to freshen up and stay warmed up at all times, because the beta of this game was on PC. So you're gonna be fighting a lot of PC players who already been playing this joint for the two betas. It was two betas that came out, and it only came out on PC. So most of your opponents are PC opponents beating you down because they actually know how to play. Whereas us console players, Xbox and PlayStation, we couldn't even touch it until it finally came out. There was no beta release on console at all for 2XK. But you can turn crossplay off and just fight other console players. But here's what I like about it. The ranked mode on here, which I haven't joined it yet, but you can tell it'll tell you in the screen. When you play in ranked mode, you're only gonna fight PlayStation or Xbox people if you're on console. If you're on PC, you're only gonna fight other PC players in ranked mode. Now, casual lobby lets you fight everybody, all three platforms. But when you go to ranked mode, you're restricted to your platform. So if you on PC, your opponent's only gonna be PC opponent. If you on console, your only opponent's gonna be PlayStation and Xbox. You got to turn crossplay on so you can face Xbox people, but you can also turn it off and only play PlayStation people, and then Xbox respectively. You can turn the crossplay off and only fight other Xbox people. But
that's weird.
No, here's why I agree with it. Here's why I agree with that. because this is the only fighting game so far that's done that, right?
Yeah.
Where the ranked mode, it's just in ranked mode. It's not casual because you can still fight PC people. You just got to do it in casual mode or the casual lobby. The reason I like that is because as PC players are going to find a way to cheat on 2XKO, they're gonna find a way. They just haven't found a way yet. Is that makes it fair? That makes climbing the rank ladder fair, so that when you're fighting,
I get it.
Yeah, it's
I
like
see what you're saying.
You're inevitably gonna face people on PC when you playing crossplay. I dealt with it in Tekken 8. I dealt with it in Guilty Gear Strive. So it doesn't force you into fights with PC players. You're gonna fight either PlayStation or Xbox people in the rank mode. And if you're on PC, you're only gonna fight PC people. If you want to fight people across other platforms, it's gonna be in casual lobby. That keeps the playing field level. That keeps it fair. So anybody who decides to get cheats, get a hold of some cheats, or whatever you're doing on your PC, it allows you to have an advantage over everybody else. You are going to be restricted to other PC players when you playing in rank mode, when stakes are on the line, and that allows the climb to the top to be less stressful, right? And not saying people not going to be disconnecting and rage quitting because they're doing that right now in lobby already, and it's only day 5 or 6 of this game being out. Is that's going to cut down some of the disconnects. Disconnects are going to happen because this gaming. Whether it's a connection drop or somebody rage quit, whatever. But it's going to happen less because there's like, you lost that fight. That wasn't nobody cheating. That wasn't, at the most, it was a laggy match. So maybe you disconnected because it was laggy. Okay, you can have that. But if you just suspect cheating, well, who can cheat on console? Nobody can cheat on console. All they can do is lag switch or just have a bad connection. They can't manipulate the game like PC can. So there will probably be more disconnects on the PC side because somebody's going to be cheating. And not yet. It's too early for cheating right now. 6 months down the line, trust me, they're going to find some cheats for this game. They're going to jailbreak 2XKO like they jailbreak every other game on PC. And they're going to mod that joint and they're going to cheat that joint. But the PlayStation and Xbox community are not going to have to deal with that in rank mode. That's why I like that. But
okay, I see where you're coming from now, though.
But you may still want to test yourself because the PC community has had more time with the game, so they're automatically more skilled and just better at the game than you are. So if you just really want to test yourself, you can go to casual lobbies and fight some PC players because more than likely they played the both betas. They had a lot more time with the game than anybody else did all over the world. So they're automatically going to be better because they just had a head start.
Got you. They're more familiar with the content and all that stuff.
Yeah, they got a chance to grind it. Well, we had to wait until 2026 to play it.
Because that's why when they're like, people were saying like, 2XKO is out, and I remember I went to Steam and I was like, no, it ain't. And then I just found out recently that no, you have to have like the you have to have the actual the Riot launcher to play this game. You can't just be playing this joint on Steam. They're like, nah, bro, you got to come to Riot and get that personal connection through Riot.
So allow me to break down some of the concepts for 2XKO for those of you who want to play it. It's an auto combo game. Well, it's not an auto combo game. It has auto combo option where you mash one button and then it does a combo for you, and then it goes into a super move, right? But it's very beginner friendly. It's the Gatling button fusion, 4 buttons, light punch, light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, and then you hold down and heavy attack to get the launcher, where you can just Gatling your combo into a launcher when you do an auto combo. And then there's a special move button, right? There's 2 special move buttons. You can set them how you want. You got special 1 and special 2, the directional inputs. There's no quarter circles, half circles. There's no motion inputs for doing moves. Everything is directional inputs with a special button. And you press 2 buttons together to do your super moves, right? And then you can set your level 3 super move to 1 button if you want to. But you have to have 3 meters for it to even come out. Otherwise, it'll just give you a level 1 super move. So it's air combat. It's basically Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in the future. That's what 2XKO is. It's a tag game, but it's only 2-man tag, not 3. But it's so I would say Marvel vs. Capcom, regular Marvel vs. Capcom, where you just got 2 people. It's for me, it's fun so far. It's a learning curve for me. I'm starting from scratch. It's a brand new fighting game, so I'm not good yet. I mean, I got some clips playing in the background for y'all to see. This is just me mashing buttons. This is not me being high skilled. Highly like I started off doing auto combos just to learn like to play, but I took the auto combo off because a lot of times I don't want to do a super after I'm into my combo, and I've been finding myself wasting meter. Like I want to build my meter up to level 3 so I can get that high damage. And a lot of times if you just mashing, that super is going to come out at the end of that combo. So for me, I turned auto combo off, but I'm not shaming anybody who wants to use auto combo, although the lobby chat is very shameful. Oh, you were using auto combos. You're trash. I'm like, Everybody's trash. The game just came out. They're already elitist and pompous and condescending. The 2XKO community is already trying to be toxic, and this game is not even a week old. And I need y'all to cut that out in the FGC. Like, listen, man, I don't know who y'all think y'all are. Look, 99% of y'all are not going to Evo. You're not getting the invite.
Well, even if you do go to Evo, the game is the game. Play the game. Why you can't play the game?
Riot Games put auto combos in there, just like Street Fighter 6 gave you minor controls. I don't understand this mentality of, oh, you put, but you getting beat up by the auto combo.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You, the person who's not using auto combo, who's on PC, who had the beta twice, lost to a beginner person playing on auto combo, and you mad at the auto combo, and you gonna shame them in the chat room. Yo,
thank you.
I'm not understanding this. If you come across this video and you played 2XKO beta, both betas, and you have a dismissive, condescending, pompous, elitist mindset about, you know, playing on classic controls versus modern controls, and you're that person, I'm gonna need you to get over yourself, for one. But two, you're not going to Evo. They're not sending you an email invite to come to the tournament to win the money. You're not going. So why do you have this? Even if you are going to Evo, for some reason on 2XKO, because 2XKO is gonna be at Evo, by the way. It's gonna be there.
Wow, this is pretty soon.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be there. Trust me. I haven't. This isn't like that. I know, you know, for fact. If the game is Riot Games got that connection, they're gonna be at Evo. They was at Evo to test this game.
Wow.
And every name in the FGC has played 2XKO and praised it, so it's gonna be there. Maximilian Dude has praised it. It's gonna be there. Trust me, it's gonna be at Evo. But what I'm saying is, even if you are going to Evo on this game, you still don't need to be shaming people for playing on auto combo, because it's gonna be somebody at Evo playing on auto combo, wrecking y'all. And if y'all are getting beat up by the auto combo, air quote, beginner, you know, training wheels person that you want to shame them to be, and they win that money, I'm gonna need y'all to shut up. Because at the end of the day, if auto combo is beating you up and you supposed to be good at this game because you played both betas, then that's you. That's a you thing. That this person who's never played 2XKO is picking the auto combo control scheme, and they beating y'all down in the corner because they just mashing, and you can't stop it because, you know, you're supposed to be high level, you're supposed to be good at the game, you're supposed to be a highly skilled player, and auto combo is beating you up. That's not the person. That's not the person's fault that's playing on auto combo. That's your fault. That you trash. Don't call somebody who's playing on auto combo trash.
Yeah, and auto combo, or, you know, modern or classic, it doesn't make you good or bad. Like the thing itself doesn't make it good. It's like that dude that used to come to the court and be wearing Jordans and thought that was going to immediately make him a better guy. It doesn't like usually the wackest dude would have like the most gear on. It's like, it's not going to make you better. It's not going to make you worse.
you got a dude with some jeans on and his shirt off, and he balling, he killing everybody. And the dude coming
Yeah.
with the brand new Jordan, the brand new Nike hookup, all
He
this
got the
color matching.
headband, the
He got the
sweatbands, he got
headband,
the
everything,
wristbands.
and he missing every shot. But you got homeboy just didn't have no basketball gear. He just had some tennis shoes in his skirt, so he took his shirt off. He got the same jeans on. He came up there with
Yeah,
the
some
tight
old
jeans.
sweatpants.
Right, and he ain't got no. He ain't out there schooling y'all, dunking, laying up, driving to the hoop, hitting, dropping threes, post y'all up on D. You know, blocking shots, stealing the ball. Like, and he looking scruffy. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna need the FGC to get over this coping mechanism of downplaying why somebody beat you. You lost to
Yeah.
somebody who is air quote trash, a beginner, a scrub. And how any more words you can come up with that's insulting and dismissive, but you took the L, and you supposed to be the person who's playing on classic controls, and you're supposed to you earned your combo. Like that's where you're coming from. He didn't earn that combo. He just mashed a button to get the combo. Where I actually had to do all of the inputs and complicated inputs to do my combo, but you still lost. So you get all these complicated inputs, all this flashy, complicated combo that's highly skilled and very strict execution window combo, and you still lost to somebody who's playing on auto combo. Because auto combo is for it's beginner friendly. It helps. It gets people into the genre. First of all, it's free to play. You didn't spend a dime on this game. It's a free game to download on console and PC. It's free. Yes, there's some characters that are locked behind the paywall, but you can still grind and unlock those characters, right? You don't have to pay for nothing. It's going to take a little minute to grind, but you can still grind and get everybody for free, just like you can on Marvel Riot. But at the end of the day, nobody's lost $1, right? It's brand new. It's a brand new game of its own right. It's not a new genre because you got your Hyper Fighter tag team air combo games that are already out there. But 2XKO is a brand new game.
Yep.
It's not part 2 or part 3 of something. It's not a remake of something. It is brand new in and of itself. So everybody's got to learn how to play this. And they need at least 6 months to a year to really like get good at this.
That's why Evo's going to be Evo for this is going to be a very interesting look because this game is like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. You've got long enough to learn how to play 2XKO well.
Yeah,
but
before Evo even come out. Evo is July.
The thing that's going to be dope about this is that since it's a new game, we're going to hopefully have some fresh blood and not the same old names we get all the time.
Evo most definitely get some fresh blood. It's going to be some faces at Evo this year that you ain't never heard of or seen.
Yeah,
and that's the name for themselves on this game.
That's the only way you keep a scene alive. Brand new people that, you know what I'm saying, brand new people that you never ever seen before. So I'm loving this, and I hope the winner of Evo is not your average, everyday same name we heard over and over again, same old name over and over. You know Punk, Sonic Fox,
all of them.
I don't know who's it. Well, I'll say Arson, but he only plays Tekken, right? Anyway, you know, any of those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully,
I would say something controversial. Mm-hmm. None of those names are going to be the winner of 2XKO. None of those.
I hope not, man.
I don't know who the name is going to be, but here's why I say that. Most of these pro players and these names that are in FGC, these known names, like the names you just mentioned and other names not mentioned, but they're still names, right? They play specific fighting games: Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. Virtual Fighter, and what else? It's another fight. Those names are gonna always be at Evo because they have access to the game that people don't have.
Well, yeah, that's true. They also get access to the game, like, you know, months in advance.
They get the game. They get the beta before the beta come out. They're the testers. They get the phone call or the email when the game is in its development stages. And they get to go to the studio. They fly them in, put them in a hotel room, and they play behind the scenes. And then they tell them, all right, don't put the content out yet until we say so. Then when they decide to announce the trailer of said game, then said streamer or YouTuber or content creator will say, all right, y'all, I got my chance to get my hands on this such
They
game.
also get input on how the game plays too.
Exactly. They get to show you gameplay because these companies are using these streamers, these 50,000 subscriber, million subscriber streamers to advertise their game for them.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of like free promotion at the end of the day. They don't have to pay these. They've already paid that person. They flew them in. They put them in a hotel room for a weekend. They played the said game. That person saved the content on their console or their PC and decided to take it back home to where they live at and make a YouTube video for it. Right? But not. They can't put it out until they've been given permission to. They have to wait until the company itself decides to do a whole promotional thing. All right, y'all, go ahead and put your videos out. Help us show them your gameplay content. It's not just one of y'all; it's a group of y'all. Y'all all get flown out to LA, New York.
Y'all get flued out.
All of y'all get flown out. Let's just be honest here.
They
right?
also
the truth.
Those places, let's be honest, these companies, and this isn't just in the FTC, this is in the world general, the general world of business.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. When we say these people get paid off and they're like, oh no, they just, all they did is they flew me here and they flew me there. Trust me, I've been in some of these situations, not in gaming, but in general business. When you get to that hotel room, sometimes you'll see a gift bag, and that gift bag will have all kinds of cash, or you'll get gift cards, which, you know what I'm saying? So what you'll have is like, oh, I didn't get paid, but I did get $500 gift cards at Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're just, y'all are being incentivized, first of all, and that's their way of paying for promotion, because you have umpteen thousand subscribers on your YouTube channel. You've generated, they've already looked at your specs and your YouTube or your content creation history to see how much movement you have in the content creation space to even consider you as an advertiser. True. Okay, that's why you become a content creator, because you want one of these businesses or companies to reach out to you and say, hey, promote my thing for me. Read this script, promote my whatever item I'm trying to game or whatever, and then you'll do your normal content, and then you'll make sure you shout them out, or you have your pre-recorded whatever that is. That's all intentional. It's all orchestrated. It's not just, out of the blue, hey man, y'all check out this really cool game. I think cool. No, there was some behind the scenes conversations took place there. Okay, and I'm just telling y'all, like, at the end of the day, the names that you worship in the FGC, wherever they are, the Punks, the Gods, the Sonic Foxes, the Brian F,
any of those guys.
Any of those guys, man.
They're getting
all
money.
of these Maximilian dudes. They're getting paid for one, and for two, they get to play the game before you do. They get to play the game before the closed beta comes out, let alone the open beta. There's a closed beta where certain people get an invitation when you sign up and they randomly select you. Then there's the open beta, but then there's that tester phase. The tester phase where they need real people to test this outside of the devs. Because the devs can play it all they want, but that's not the community. That's not the sweaty gamer that plays fighting games. They need these sweaty gamers to test this game and show us about any bugs that we need to go out back and fix. They've already played the game before the closed beta came out, before the trailer came out, before the announcement of the game in and of itself. They've already played it.
They've already played, and I'm not saying played it like they were at San Diego Comic-Con and stood in line to play the game for 2 minutes. Like they sat with this game. They sat with this game for hours.
They sat with the joint for hours, for days, a week.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got to play it, and then they got to play it again before the closed beta come out, and then one more time before the closed beta come out. Then they announce, okay, such and such game is going to have a closed beta. Such and such game is going to have an open beta. Y'all have already played it. So when you see them at EVO, when you see them at Capcom Cup, when you see them at Red Bull Kumite, when you see them at these tournaments, they've already had time with the game. That's why they're
or at the top of the food chain, and that's why they always a leg above you, the person who has a job sitting on your couch playing. Not that you can't be as good as them. It's just that anything in life, when you spend more time with something, you're gonna be good at something. There's something. It doesn't matter what it is. You can be a mechanic, you can be an artist, you can be a bricklayer, a mason person, whatever you are, whatever you do, the more time you put into it, the better you're gonna get at the said thing. That's just everything in life. There's an unfair advantage. That's why you see the same names all the time. Because these same names get to touch the game before the community does. But with 2XKO, even though that still applied to 2XKO, some of these names got to touch it. I'm still saying that it's going to be an unknown face that we've never heard of that's going to be sitting in an Evo chair and going to walk away with that money. And it ain't going to be the names that y'all used to. Because this is a brand new game, a brand new concept in and of itself. Not a brand new concept. It's the same concept that they just kind of like add their spin on.
Yeah, but it is a very new spin.
But it is a brand, it's a new spin on the same concept that we're used to. But it's still a brand new game that requires some focus to do. Like these combos are not easy to pull off. Even if you're auto comboing, the character can do so much more. The auto combo is set to like a standard basic combo. But if you go to practice mode, you can keep juggling the character more than the auto combo allows you to do. In other words, you can do more things that the auto combo does if you take it off, or if you just really savvy with your auto combo mashing. You can auto combo 3 or 4 of the hits and then stop, and then auto combo some more, then stop, and auto combo some more. Like you can kind of like you can finesse that thing. So what I'm saying is, there's gonna be new faces this coming July in 2XKO that you've never heard of, because this is the names that we know are never good at the brand new game. Take me for example. I am the #1 hitman in the world on PlayStation on DNF Duel. You know why I'm the #1 hitman? Not because I'm better than everybody else, but because when DNF Duel came out, it was brand new game of its kind. It's never been created before. It's new to the FGC. It's new to the gaming community. Nobody's ever played this type of game before, so it's a level playing field. I beat I ain't gonna say all. I beat a lot of pro players on DNF Duel. I have the clips there somewhere on my YouTube archive somewhere. I have evidence of beating some of these names that y'all worship. I beat them. I wasn't in a tournament because I didn't get invited, but I was beating them online with a smooth connection. It wasn't choppy. I was destroying these dudes with Hitman. And I'm still, in 2026 to this day, the #1 hitman in the world. I got the most wins. I'm at the top of the list. Open up DNF Duel right now. Open up the leaderboard. Pop, pop, bam, you're going to see Open Mind 82 right there. Hitman right there. You're going to see it right now. All you got to do is turn on your PlayStation. If you have a copy of DNF Duel, go to the leaderboard, online leaderboard, open it up. The very first name going to pop up on your screen is Open Mind 82 as Hitman with the most wins in the world on PlayStation. Not on PC, on PlayStation. The only reason I was able to achieve that is because DNF Duel was brand new of its kind when it came out. It's going to be the same with 2XKO. Might not be me. I'm just saying the fact that it's a brand new game levels the playing field and takes away the pro players' advantages that they have. And somebody who you never heard of will be able to climb to the top.
Because the fact that you're still #1 and the game, people might be like, oh, that game is dead. But it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's still somebody playing it.
Hold on.
No game is ever 100% dead.
Let's speak on the dead part. I want to put that argument to rest. I was #1 hitman when the game was hot.
Yeah.
I was #1 hitman when it was a year old. When the game was just 1 year old, I was #1 hitman.
There were people. There was a person. I'm not gonna say his name, but there was a person that wanted to interview. that wanted to be on my show. And I was like, "Come on the show," because he didn't like the fact that you were saying that you were the #1 hitman. He didn't like your the win rate and stuff like that. And I had him come on. We actually had a conversation offline, and he never ever came and did the show.
Yeah.
and
he
was
never
on top.
surpassed me.
He's the number 2 person in the world. He's right up under me.
Because
If
he
you go
played,
to me,
this person played. He didn't play Hitman, but he played another character. But
the
he
girl with the
wasn't.
gun.
He was. Yeah, I was trying to.
I know who he is.
Oh,
I know you're
man,
talking
I was trying to keep it keep it hidden.
You'll
But
see. Look, those of you who are listening, when you open up your leaderboard screen on DNF Duel, he's in second place with the second most wins in the world. You're gonna see his name right there. He's right up under me. I can't think of his name myself, like his name, but the character that he plays with,
played
the little
Launcher.
girl with the gun. Launcher, that's her name. But he has the second most wins in the world. I have the most wins in the world on PlayStation. Now, I say PlayStation because there's a PC version of DNF Duel. There's
yeah,
somebody
and
else
they split the rankings. You can see them together and separate.
Yeah. And then DNF Duel didn't have crossplay, so I have to regulate myself to the PlayStation side. I'm not the number 1 hitman in the world, period. I'm the number 1 on PlayStation. But that's fine because the game didn't have crossplay. So I can't
But
help
if you
that.
look at the amount of wins that he has, as opposed to the PC as well, I think worldwide you're still like number 2 or like 3.
No, I was number 7.
Oh, you were number 7? Oh, I thought
You compare me to the PC person at the time who had the most wins, not just with Hitman, just any character. Because you looked it up, because you have it on PC and you showed me. I was number 7 in the world. If you compare my most wins on PlayStation and the most wins person on PC, I was the 7th person because I have more wins than people on PC and I'm on PlayStation. I was still in other words, I'm still in the top 10 even for the PC record holders.
if you put all the records together, he's still top 10.
I'm still
in
top
count.
10. And the reason I'm saying that, the point that I'm making, isn't to brag on myself. The point that I'm driving at is that
It's to show that when the playing field is level,
when the playing field is level, and you give everybody a fair opportunity,
You get new names.
names that you're used to seeing won't be at the top. It'll be other people who maybe they don't have a big YouTube following. Maybe they don't have a big name in the FGC as far as notoriety, but skill. When it comes to mashing them buttons, you're going to see some different people's names. Why does a person have to have 30,000, 100,000 subs and be famous in order for y'all to recognize their skill? Just because somebody's a streamer and they got a lot of followers don't mean they're the best in the world. There is no best in the world. It's who can take home that gold at the end of the day. And if you can't get invited to the tournament, okay, well, fine. My reason for being the number 1 hitman became personal because they didn't invite me to the tournament. They didn't want me there. They didn't.
I still don't get that. I still don't get that to this day. But
I get it. I know exactly why.
Well, see, I was always thinking maybe that there was like some kind of interaction y'all had that they weren't feeling you or whatever. But I mean, shoot, you look at the Kingsman thing, it ain't had nothing to do. It had to do with them. They like, yo, we don't like you, or we're just gonna be troll type players, and that's it.
And a lot of times it just comes down to that bias, bro. So I don't care about bias. Listen, bias doesn't bother me. What it all comes down to is ability to play the game. Are you good or are you not? Are you good enough or are you not good enough? Simple. How many subs you got, how many views you get on your content, how famous your face is has nothing to do with what we talked about with the person that comes to the basketball court with all the gear on, but it's trash, and the person that got the jogger pants on with their shirt off, running around the court beating everybody up. But don't nobody never heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? This guy, this car, and this guy on the basketball court and just dunking on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And
Also,
go ahead.
to add to your point, not only how many numbers you got or how many people, how many views you get, also for all the flexi dudes that be on stream with the shirt off, how many people lust after you, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. It don't matter. Are you good at the game?
Can you play? So that's why I say anybody who would say, well, DNF Duel's dead. I agree. Yeah, it is. You can't find a match on it. I'm not saying I'm number 1 because the game is dead. I was number 1 when the game was alive. When it was hot out here in these streets. when everybody knew what it was, when everybody was playing. It's back in 2022, 2023. I was number one hitman then.
Look, I was like, yo, people was mad.
Yeah. So at the end of the day,
you
can't downplay my accomplishments. Don't take it away from me because the NF Duel is dead. The fact that it's dead, now I'm frozen in time as the number one hitman because the game is dead and y'all can't find no fights to try to take it away from me. Nobody wants to play it anymore because it's so dead. There's so many other games out there people spending their time on. They're not thinking about the NF Duel like that. It's like, all right, that game's over with.
Because I mean, look, we had Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, Turtles.
Yeah, everybody playing NF Duel.
Shoot, I'm even going back. I'm playing Streets of Rage 4 right now. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting this Riot launcher. We'll see what's up, Riot. We'll see, man. I mean, people say your launcher is kind of sus, but you know what I'm saying. We'll see.
Well, I can't speak to that. I can't say yay or nay to that because I don't have a PC and I don't know what you're going through all this, so I don't want to be dismissive. What I am going to say is that 2XKO is a very fun game. They have some kinks they need to work out as far as application, administration, stuff like that. Not the gameplay, just the menus, and they need a single player mode on there. They got a single player mode per se, but it's
not the same.
It's League of Legends Fighter. I think they should put more. They need more content. That's the word. Because this is my only gripe. This is my only actual critique of 2XKO. I gotta critique it. Can't just praise it all the time. You gotta give it some type of critique. Here's the critique. This is basically League of Legends the Fighter. That's what this is, right? Mm-hmm. That's fine. You should have more single player content on a League of Legends Fighter. If you're gonna take League of Legends and turn it into a fighting game, and y'all got over 176 characters in y'all lore, y'all should have something for us to do other than take fights from humans online. You should have something else to us to do. Achievements to accomplish.
So they don't have like a survival mode.
No,
they don't have like a one player arcade mode.
No.
What is okay? I am so tired of y'all thinking everybody does not want to play online, y'all. They don't. Everybody don't want to play online.
Yeah, they don't have that. It's just
especially when we got articles coming out last year talking about like more and more people are playing single player games, like, you know, whether it's Spider-Man or something, or just, you know, some beat 'em up or something. They're playing games where basically they don't have to be multiplayer. They don't have to, like, multiplayer has had its time, but I think due to the fact that these devs and companies have not reined in the culture, people have started to sour on these things. Like I said, I'll never touch Call of Duty again. I don't care how great it gets. Yeah. And I really loved they've done it like 3 times now, but the first time they did their zombie patch or whatever, this is a long time ago. The first time they did, I really loved it. But I was tired of getting called everything but my name. And I was just like, and then also there was a point in time where you couldn't really mute it like you wanted to. So,
and that's another thing. That's one more gripe. You can't mute the chat on 2XKO. I don't like that because they're already toxic.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm good. I'm not. Nah, I don't need to be called this and that and the third. I'm cool.
They're already talking cash crash. They talking.
I got enough games. I that I can play already. Plus Marvel Tokon coming out soon. I'll be on that. Me and my son will be playing that like crazy.
I take that back. You can't mute the chat. You can mute the person that's talking to you in the chat. Like, you can go click on their profile because their avatar's standing there. You can walk up to their avatar, open up their profile, and block them. So when
but the thing is, you got to go through all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you just want to mute the whole chat. You don't want to hear nobody crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. Because I might be playing with my son, and I know how people do.
There's no voice chat. There's just text chat.
Oh, okay.
So you're not hearing anybody.
You're just seeing the words.
You're just seeing the words in the bottom left corner of the screen, and it's like Street Fighter 6, the battle hub where it's like that chat.
Okay. I see what you're saying. That's what it is.
It's a battle hub chat. It's just like that on 2XKO. It's a battle hub chat that everybody can talk into. So if you don't want to read that craziness, you can go block somebody personally, and whatever they type, you won't see it because you have them blocked. So, but there's no voice chat. You don't have to. There's no voice chat at all. You don't have to hear nothing. But the gaming music, which is some dope game music, I give it to Riot. They got some dope hip hop gaming music on there, and their default characters are black, meaning the avatar.
Oh snap!
When you create your avatar, the default color is a black person.
I'm surprised on that.
Oh yeah, they got the hair right. They got the fades. They got the dread. Of course, you can make a white person. You can make an Asian person if you want to. You can create your avatar to whatever you want it to look like. But the default base thing is black because the twins are black guys. You know, they're light skinned, but they black. So I guess they bias for the black folks. But it's a lot. It's some the hip hop soundtrack on there is pretty good. I like it. I like those instrumentals on it. It's not the gaming music. The gaming music is not this. It does not disappoint. Right. So, but my issue with 2XKO, and this is a major issue for me. I'm still gonna play it, but if the major issue is that they don't have no single player content outside of fighting bots. You can fight some bots and unlock some colors and stuff, but once you do that, if you're waiting on the new weekly or daily mission, which is more bots, but you're just fighting bots. There's no story. There's no ending. There's no single player mode.
How does League of Legends not have? How does League of Legends not have a story mode?
That's why I'm like, y'all got 76 characters in y'all lore. This is unacceptable, Riot Games. This is unacceptable, twins. If y'all come across this video, because I know you're gonna see the thumbnail on your YouTube, because y'all looking to see who talking about y'all game. If you listen to me talk, twins, I'm telling y'all, twins, right now, this is unacceptable. That you have a dope game that's gonna die quick if you don't give it some single player content. Because you do get tired. It's only 12 characters on the roster, and y'all saying you're only gonna release 6 characters a year. So that means we're gonna be fighting the same characters over and over again every day. That's gonna get boring quick. You need to give some single player content before y'all start losing people. Just because your game is free don't mean somebody gonna want to play that joint. Because I just deleted Marvel Rivals. That's a free game. I deleted it out of my PlayStation because I'm tired of the toxicity. So I'm gonna need y'all to address it now. Don't make the mistake that NetEase make by thinking because we got a free game, everybody's gonna play it. They're gonna get tired of playing it and they're gonna play something else, and they'll spend the money for peace rather than get some free toxicity.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I can't remember who. Feel free to put in the chat whoever wrote that art, whatever. Maybe it was Polygon or something, but they were talking about. It was right around the time they did that article where. And I don't think this was Polygon, but whoever did the article talking about like most people are playing older games, like games that are older than like 5 or 10 years old or something like that, because they got Steam will show the stats, so they showed that most people are playing old games, and I was like, yeah, because one, Steam always has a great sale going on. Also, people got crazy backlog, and new games be breaking, they don't be finished. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or they launch and all they got is multiplayer. Like, same reason I bought Halo Infinite, right? I was hyped to get it because I was like, man, I ain't played Halo in a minute. Me and my boy gonna be able to play this game together just like the old days. And it launched and all it had was multiplayer. I ain't pick it up again.
Yeah.
I was like, I expected me and my boy to be able to play the story mode just like old times, like Halo 2 days and Halo 3 days. And once I was like, oh, this is just multiplayer? This is it? I was like, all right, cool. I installed that game. I haven't brought it back.
Yo,
like, think of that. I have not brought that game back, and I paid for that game, and I would rather that sit on the shelf than I'm like, I'm good, I'm cool, because another game has now come out, and I'm cool.
These companies have to stop letting the pro player or streamer dictate how their game is created. Because like we said at the beginning of the show, or midway through the show, that they get flown out in the hotel room, they get to test the game. Those game testers should not dictate how your game is administrated. Because that's a handful of people who have a big following. Right.
See what they need to do. I don't mind you having input from pro players. That's great. That's cool. But you need, because there are not enough pro players to float that game.
Not enough, man. I don't
It's
care
not.
how y'all
I
worship
don't
these
care how
people.
many copies they buy. It's not enough. So what you also need is a focus group of like the everyday player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some random gamer dads, some gamer moms, and see
yeah.
like what they like about the everyday. They come out, they play every weekend. Like they still. I mean, think about this. Yeah, they might only play once a week or something like that, but they still spent that money. So what do they want in the game? What is going to make them play? Because
Well,
y'all love flaunting them stats
I've been
of
grow,
like how many players are online.
I've been growing my channel lately, these last 6 months or so, especially with my football content. Football about to be over, but I'm about to transition back into gaming real good. I'm about to really be putting out at least 1 or 2 videos a week, at least one, if not two. I'm gonna try to grow my channel as a gamer channel to where they reach out to me one of these days. Not and you can't fly me out because I have a full-time job and I can't take those days off. But I
He
will
said I can't take
download.
those.
I'm not. I don't care what you offer me. You're not paying me more
Also,
than my job. So
also,
what?
yeah, I'd say get some people that are willing to go out instead of flying people out. Go meet people.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they ain't got to fly to me. I ain't got to fly to them. Give me a downloaded copy that I can put on my PlayStation. Y'all have the technology to do that, where you can just let me download it or somebody else because I don't have a PC. I have a PlayStation. Let me test your game, whatever it is, right? And then let me commentate on your game because I can generate some views. I'm not getting thousands and thousands of views, but I'm getting it up there. I got 1,400 subscribers now from
Also,
350. I'm
also,
growing.
you would be able to get views if you were able to get their early content like everybody else does.
I would get
You
the
know,
views. I know how to hashtag. I know how
because
to
people
type
just
it.
want to see the game. They don't really care who's playing for most part.
Yeah, I've figured out a way to make a video pop that I want to pop. Not all my videos are gonna get all the views because of maybe it's the subject matter, but I know how to bring attention to a specific video that I want attention on. I'll post it when it's time because I work a full-time job, so I don't have the time to edit. But I know how to edit, I know how to present, and I know how to type in the description box the certain hashtags to bring the attention to my video, even though I'm not in the YouTube algorithm like most people are, like the name. But I am growing my channel and I'm trying to get to a point where I get the invitation and I can give an honest commentary business wise, not just gameplay. See, I'm going to be the person who, now I'm not kissing y'all butt. I'm not sucking up to y'all because hey, you reached out to me and gave me an invitation to the game, and hey, I think that starts to go to these guys' heads. You can tell when they hey y'all, I got a chance to touch Marvel Tocom and his game is this, and they just flaunt. No, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. See, I'm not just gonna advertise it to the public. I'm also gonna say things in my video to the devs, not as far as the game is concerned, but as far as what you need to be doing to attract more people. Because my mindset, I am the casual player. I am the dad. I am the gamer dad that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I am the guy with the full-time job, 8 to 10 hours a day, work day, 5 days a week with 2 days off. Sometimes 6 days a week if I work overtime on one day. I only got 1 day off the game and chill and make some content wherever I'm doing on that 1 day off, and I'm back to work on the grind for 5 days straight. No time to do a lot, to even interact with people. Just work and come home and go to sleep. So I don't have the time to put in and grind like a lot of these sweaty players do. But when I do sit down and play, I'm still beating the sweaty player who's been on it for 24 hours. I'm still the gamer dad who has a full-time job.
Also,
and
shout
I can
out
sit down and play and beat y'all.
Shout out to the dad. I can't remember. This was a tournament, I think, in England somewhere, and there was like this regular dad that went and won. I'll search it up while we talk. But
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know his name. I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name. But he got like 3 kids or 4 kids. He got a wife. He got a job. He got a life. He don't even have a big channel like that. He just play games when he got time, and he beat these dudes because we're capable.
I can't
I'm,
remember who it was. It was like this regular dad.
I'm that regular dad that became number one hitman in the world. That's why they hated it, because a lot of them people knew that. They did their research on me at the time. That's why they hated me so much. Like, why is this dude, this old man? They call me an old man. You know what I'm saying? Why this old man playing these games? Don't you got something else better to do with your time? Don't you got kids to raise? Like, I heard
of
it
course,
all.
ageism
I
has
heard
to
it
get
all.
into it.
But I heard it all, bro. I heard it.
Yeah.
They threw those insults at me when the DNF duel was hot. You old man, you an old man trying to be a young man, blah, blah, blah. But y'all was getting y'all butt whooped by me. I'm y'all daddy out here taking my belt off to y'all at the end of the day. See, that was my comeback. That was my clapback. Okay, I see y'all calling me an old... Punk the God called me an old man when I beat him in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Punk the God did his whole live stream on me. And SonicSoul, when we had our little
yeah, what was it? When it was DBZ or something like that?
Punk the God, I fought him in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and
that's what it was.
And he didn't make a whole live stream about it. He just touched on it. He was trying to roast me, okay. And then later on, DNF Duel came out, and SonicSoul, not Sonic Fox, SonicSoul, that guy, we had our little thing, and he called me an old man. I'm just speaking on the people who called me an old man, right? They said you old man. You somebody's daddy out here. You a whole dad out here. They was trying to roast me. And my clapback was, and I took my belt off and I beat you like I was your daddy. Like, that was my clapback.
Yeah, what's wrong with being an old person playing games?
Because they took the L and they're trying to cope, NERDSoul. That's their coping mechanism. Here I am, a guy who's just speaking for the other guy. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have any kids. I don't have a wife. I don't have a job. All I do is stream 4 times a day. I play these games. I'm good at this. And I got beat by a person who has a full-time job, is a whole husband and father, and still lost. That's the cope. They're coping because they feel as though I spent hours. I'll be on this game all day, which is telling because you don't have nothing else to do with your life. You have no life outside this content creation that you do, and you still lost to somebody who actually has a life. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for the gamer dad who beat, because I don't know his name, but I do.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
But he's in Europe. But here's the thing: it proves that it doesn't matter. Like The Rock said, it doesn't matter who you think you are. Pick up the sticks and let's go. I take L's all day. I'm not undefeated. I got my butt whooped when I was Hitman. They was still beating me. I just got more wins than they got. I'm not undefeated. Nor do I claim to be. Losing is learning. You can still be at the top of your prime and still lose.
Yeah.
In your prime, you can take an L, man. It's not about that. It's about your ability to play. It's not even about your record at the end of the day. Your record don't even mean nothing at the end of the day. At the end of the day, can you play? Are you a good opponent? Are you an opponent that's going to make the other person sit up in their chair and focus? Or are they just going to sit back and play on their cell phone and send text messages while they fighting? You see what I'm saying? Like, are you having fun at the end of the day? Because if that's what happened, then none of this stuff matters. The best in the world, okay, if I'm number one hitman, I'm number one hitman on a game nobody's playing anymore. So even if y'all climb to the top on 2XKO, 5 years are gonna pass, nobody's gonna be playing 2XKO no more. They're gonna be playing a new game, and it doesn't matter what you accomplish on 2XKO. Just like it doesn't matter what I accomplished on DNF Duel, doesn't matter what you accomplish on 2XKO, doesn't matter what you accomplish on Guilty Gear Strive. It doesn't matter what you accomplish on the game that's out for the moment, because another game is coming down the pipeline. Remember, Avatar the Fighting Game's coming out in April or May. Invincible Versus is coming out in April. Marvel Tokon Battle is coming out sometime this year. No release
so the
date.
the game and the new season of Invincible is dropping in April. All right, smart.
Well, no, Invincible is dropping in April. The cartoon's dropping in March. But they're probably gonna give us a beta.
My bad. April. Invincible in March. Darth Maul. Oh, sorry, my bad. Maul is in April.
Yeah. But I think the Invincible cartoon is coming out in March, but I think they're gonna give us a beta for it in March just to kind of get some kinks out before they release it. The full release comes out in April though. They have a release date. I think it's April 19th or something. The Invincible Versus will be out full release for purchase in April. The cartoon season comes out in March. I have a feeling it will make business sense to put the beta out. Open, not closed, open beta for March of the Invincible season game, because you're gonna have some kinks in that game. You're gonna have some infinite combos that y'all gonna have to scale back and nerf. So I would suggest y'all give us a beta in March to go along with the release of the new season for Invincible. And then Marvel, the Avatar fighting game, that's coming out in June. They got a release date for the Avatar fighting game.
That's the one that I'ma honestly try to be like really good at.
Bro, like we have, if you say 2XKO, Invincible versus Avatar, Marvel Token. We have 4 fighting games that are going to dominate the year 2026. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 is getting some new characters. Fatal Fury is getting some new characters. But trust and believe, Fatal Fury and Street Fighter 6 are not going to beat, I won't say 2XKO, but they're not going to beat Marvel Tokam. They're not going to beat Invincible Versus, and they're not going to beat Avatar the fighting game. The reason being is because Marvel is bigger than Street Fighter. Marvel is bigger than Fatal Fury. Avatar is bigger than Fatal Fury because it has its own cartoon lore. And Invincible Versus, maybe it's not bigger than Fatal Fury, but Invincible Versus has the ear and the eyes of the culture right now. Invincible, the cartoon. Invincible, the world of Invincible. So that game is going to overshadow Fatal Fury and Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 is 4 years old now.
Dang.
And you're just now, and it's only on season 3. And you about to release what's his name? I forget his name right now, but there's another character that's coming out next month for Street Fighter 6. It's like, oh, by the way, I deleted Street Fighter 6 out of my PlayStation to make room for these other games I have. Street Fighter 6 has a lot of gigabytes. It was taking up space, so I deleted it. I'm just saying, it's not that Street Fighter 6 is trash or that I hate it. I needed to make space. I'm not playing it that much. So, and I'm going to be focused on these other games, especially 2XKO. I know it has its issues, but I don't mind taking these fights because I'm just trying to get better at it. Look, next month there should be some new content on this game. I mean, dang, they're gonna have to. But for right now, I'm not bothered by it right now. But I know me, I'm gonna get bored with it quick. So, but at least I can transition right over to Invincible Versus. I can transition into Avatar the fighting game. I can transition into Marvel Tokam. I'm not gonna be playing Street Fighter 6. I'm not gonna be playing Guilty Gear. I'm not gonna be playing Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury has 4 characters that just came out. I've deleted the Fatal Fury out of my PlayStation to save space for these new games. Then there's some single player games that are coming out that I want to play. And I ain't even talking about Grand Theft Auto. That's just another game. That's down the line. There's single player games I want to play. Like, y'all can't, Street Fighter, Capcom, and SNK, y'all can't just assume that the niche culture that you have is just going to keep you alive. Even the pro players don't have time for y'all. They on to the new stuff too. The pro player names, big names, are not playing Fatal Fury like that.
The only thing that's going to save these games as far as the pro culture is because you're gonna have these pros that are like, the new game is trash, and the new game isn't really trash. But it is trash because they're not good at it.
Yeah. Oh, like,
yeah. They're not good at it, so the game is trash.
The new game is always a level playing field. Avatar the fighting game is going to be a level playing field. It's a new game in and of itself. Brand new of itself. It is the Avatar cartoon turned into a fighting game. And
it looks sweet.
I love the way it looks. Oh my God. I can't wait to play it. But it's one-on-one. It's not tag. But that's fine. Yeah. It doesn't have to be tag.
Well, now, it does have an assist system of some sort, I think.
Yeah, but it's not two on two. It's 1-on-1.
Nah.
It's 1v1. But here's the thing. Just look at it.
It's also gonna be directional input where you're not doing quarter circles and stuff to do the input. It's gonna be directional. It's gonna be like a Gatling type of Marvel versus Capcom type of approach where you launch them in the air and do air combos and stuff. But and I know a lot of pro players hate that. Pro players love the quarter circle motion input fighting game. They love that because that's what they're used to. That's what their muscle memories is used to. They're not. That's why they couldn't get into DNF Duel because DNF Duel was directional input. It wasn't quarter circles and motion input. So a lot of the pro scene shunned DNF Duel because it's not motion input. It's not complementing their muscle memory. It's not complementing their play style. Marvel Tocom is gonna be directional input. It's not gonna have motion input. So those of you pro players out there who feel like you're gonna be at the tippy top of the food chain on Marvel Tocom, it too is gonna have directional input. One button supers, one button special, modern controls, the boogeyman that y'all hate so much, the modern control scheme that y'all shun is gonna also be on Marvel Tocom Battle. It's gonna be on Invincible Versus. It's gonna be on Avatar the fighting game. This is the new way to play a fighting game. Y'all gonna have to evolve or get left behind. That's just what it is. I can play on both control schemes. I can play on classic. I can play on modern control. But that's just my ability. A lot of y'all can only play on classic. You can't get down with the modern controls of these fighting games that come out. Not just Street Fighter 6. A lot of these fighting games are adopting modern controls, directional inputs, one button supers, what have you, because it's simpler. The reason they're doing it is because of the cost. It's cheaper to make a character do the input with the directional than the full motion. Y'all don't see. That's another part that y'all don't get. Me and you, we have we know a few gaming developers. You and I both. We know a few of them. We talk to them on the phone every now and then. We have a few of them that we just know personally that they make games. It's cost efficient to make a game modern controls than to do the directional inputs. It costs more to make a character that has motion input than it does for directional inputs because it's just a simple changing of a code and they don't have to pay these outside sources. They can just, hey, this character's moves is this, that character's done, let's move on to the next character. And it's time efficient. It's less time designing and developing of the character. And even when they got to go and fix something and adjust something, nerf something, buff something, it's easier for them to actually update or patch the character when they have directional inputs than when they have these motion inputs. They can patch it quicker. They can fix it better. It's easier. It's cost efficient and less time consuming. Where you, the gamer, feels like, oh, this is trash. They could just do one button supers. Oh my God. But here's what you don't understand about the creation and development of the game. It's cost efficient. You want your game to come out, or you the player want this game to hurry up and come out so you can play it. But how much is it costing them to come out? And then you don't want to spend your money on nothing. You don't want to buy anything. You want everything for free. Okay, well look, man, y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all got to pick a poison here, pick a struggle here. You are just a gamer. You're not a business person. You're not a developer. You're not an investor. You just a person who mashes buttons on your couch and you have no idea how this stuff is created. At least you and I have an idea. We don't fully know either, but we have an idea because we've actually had conversations on the phone with developers. You and I both. We've been on conference calls with several gaming developers. Not one, not two, several. Okay, and they're not all they don't all know each other. I'm just saying, like, we've just been on the phone talking to them about the game that they're developing and what goes into it and how much it costs and stuff like that. So we have a better understanding of the creation of a video game than a lot of y'all do. So that's why I'm fully embracing the modern controls. I have to, because that's the direction the game
that's where it's going.
It's going in that direction. You can hate it, or the best you can do is go back and play your old fighting game that got the motion inputs and go have fun with that. That's what you can do. That is your option. You can gripe and cry about it all day. You can shame people about it all. You playing on modern controls. You doing auto combos. You doing one button supers. You can cry about that all you want to. Continue playing the old game that has motion inputs, and I'm gonna evolve, and I'm gonna play the modern controls fighting games where it's one button supers, because that's where gaming is going. You're either gonna evolve or you're gonna get left behind. And if you're unable to evolve, then that's your ceiling as a player. I have no ceiling. I'm constantly evolving.
Yeah, you're constantly trying to learn how to handle new problems.
Yes. You can't just expect the same thing over and over, man. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all getting older too. The young people that call me an old man, y'all 5 years older now.
Yeah, you like my grandma would say, keep on living.
Keep on living. When y'all was calling me an old man back in 2021, it's 2026 now. That's 5 years ago. It's been 5 years. You are 5 years older than you were when you called me an old man. Y'all pushing 30 now. You see what I'm saying? Y'all not 22 no more. Y'all 27 now. You about to be 30. I mean, I'm just saying. You're not gonna be, and then somebody calling you an old man. You welcome to the uncle.
They're gonna be mad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome
somebody
to
call me old.
Yeah, like y'all can't keep having this backwards old school mentality when life and the world is constantly spinning around the sun and orbiting. Time is moving forward, not backwards. You got to evolve. It is what it is. And these gaming companies are going to evolve because these investors are giving them less and less money to develop games because they don't trust that they're going to get the return on their investment. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this. These gaming companies have big investors. These investors are giving them millions of dollars, not each, but one will give 50,000, somebody else will give 100,000, somebody else will give 10,000, and they'll accumulate $1 million or how many millions of dollars to develop a game. Each one of those investors wants some return on their investment. Okay, and they have to be as cost efficient as possible to make sure that there is a return on their investment. If they have to put modern controls in their game, they're gonna do it, whether you like it or not. And if you just can't, you just prejudice against modern controls, well, you're gonna have to suck it up, or you're gonna have to play another game, because they're gonna save money. I don't care who you are in this economy, they're gonna save money, bro. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to save money, and they don't care about you crying about it. And it's not even that bad. It's just a skill issue at the end of the day. I hate to use the word skill issue because that's not how I feel about a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's a skill issue that modern controls is beating you down, and you play on classics because you old school minded in your approach to fighting games, but you getting your butt whooped by modern controls. That says a lot about you. If I'm handicapped, right? Because modern controls is a handicap. It doesn't do as much damage as if you did it on classic, right? That's all 2XKO too. The auto combo doesn't do as much damage as if you do the manual combo. It gives you more damage when you manually input stuff. But here's the thing. If I'm a person in a wheelchair and I'm handicapped, and you got all four of your legs and arms, and you can move and run, and I beat you up in my wheelchair, it's a lot about you. Because modern controls is basically a wheelchair. So if I beat you in my wheelchair, and you ain't in a wheelchair, then something wrong with you. You can't say, man, you in a wheelchair. That's not fair. Actually, it's not fair to me. I gotta fight you.
I should be fighting.
You see what I'm saying? I beat you and I'm in a wheelchair. That says a lot about you. So I'm gonna need you. It's very like when they sit down and listen to the things that they say out their mouth, and you play it back to them, they realize, oh, I do sound like an idiot. Because there is a handicap that comes with modern control. There's a damage nerf. You don't do as much damage.
Which I don't believe it should be, but I know they have to make. They gotta make the pros happy.
I agree with there being a nerf to modern controls because you're getting a one-button super, a one-button auto combo that you don't have to do but just mash one button to get. I even though I play on modern controls, I agree with that because that makes it too powerful. Modern controls is powerful. First of all, let me just say that. It's a very powerful option.
you feel strong when you playing on modern. Even though you're
I
not
don't
doing no
be feeling
damage.
strong.
But it's fair. I can agree to a nerf to modern control in any fighting game, any rendition of modern controls having some nerf to it. I agree to that. It's because it's supposed to be beginner friendly. It's supposed to kind of like introduce you to the game, and you're supposed to advance away from it. But a lot of times, if you feel like you can be effective with it, it gets high level play, then stick with it.
Now, I don't think you're supposed to advance away from it. Here's what I mean by this. All right, because you're kind of getting penalized twice.
Yeah.
Say if you're a modern player, right? Well, there's certain moves that you don't have access to. They also lock you into a certain move rhythm or move playset, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, why am I locked out and on top of that?
I get it. I get what you're saying. Listen, I'm not even disagreeing with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just going to say I personally don't have an issue with the handicap that comes with mine. But you have a strong point that I can't argue with. I have no argument to that.
And my thing is like, just pretty much, penalize me once. Like either A, take the, if you're locking me out of moves, then take away the damage nerf, or take away the damage nerf and then don't lock me out of moves.
Yeah. I can't argue with you, and I'm not going to. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that till you said that. But I just where I stand, my base opinion about it is like on the receiving end of it. When I'm getting beat up with modern controls, I look forward to the handicap that they have, and I actually take advantage of the handicap. Even though I too am playing on modern controls on Street Fighter 6, I know the handicap, so I take advantage of it. But I get it. I do get what you're saying. You're not. You make a point that I can't argue with, and I'm not going to. I'm just where I stand.
Yeah, because like when I see it, when I was playing with it, like with what is it? Fatal Fury. I was like, this is cool, but why? I was like, why is it locking me out of stuff? I was like, I don't mind having the damage nerf, but I was like, I got the damage nerf, and I'm locked out of moves. I was like, I don't know if I like this. Now I still love my girl Preacher. My girl Preacher is dope.
I think you're right about the fact that they're trying to please the pro player, though. Now that I think about it, it does make sense. The pro player said something to them in the testing phase when they was in the hotel, and they was like, yeah, well, we'll just nerf it. Because the pro player themselves secretly struggle against it. And they don't want to ruin their reputation. Because it's ego at the end of the day. It's all about ego. Protecting that ego.
Yeah. What is it? I can't remember who it was, but he said pros never lose. He was like, no matter what, pros never lose.
But that's BS, because when two pros meet up at a tournament, it's only one winner. Somebody's losing. So, I mean, it is what it is.
But like, basically, it's kind of like the thing we get where it's like, oh, well, it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my fault. Like, the modern controls, or the monitor was messed up, or the controller was weird, or promise me. I mean, I promise you, it's not my fault. It's the monitor, it's the computer, it's the controller, it's the refresh rate, it's the atmosphere wasn't great, whatever it was too warm in here. There's always going to be some kind of crazy, and you're going to be like, bro, what?
It's coping, man. It's that copium, bro. That copium pill that the doctor prescribes. They got to take that pill every day, bro. That is that forever medicine that they have to take. That's like that blood pressure pill. They have to take that copium, vitamin, and they have to, they refuse to be beaten, even though the screen clearly says KO. It clearly says there's a clip of it. There's somebody posted the clip of them beating you, and you still nope. I didn't lose because I lost. I lost because of my control. so I get it. I'm not arguing with you by no means. I do understand the point you made because I didn't think about it till you said that. I just didn't think about it like that. But you got to see everybody's perspective, and that's perfectly fine. For me, it doesn't bother me that somebody's using modern controls and they may beat me. When I'm fighting somebody, I'm not looking at their control scheme. I'm looking at the way they're fighting. I'm responding and reacting to my opponent. That is what I'm doing. I'm not my mind is not even thinking about the modern control scheme or whatever control scheme that they're using. What I'm looking at is what character you picked and what you're doing in this fight. And I'm reacting to that. That's it. That is the gist of it for me. To me, that's too many thoughts going on. You already got enough going on in the fight. Now you want to add to the fact that they got modern controls, and that's bothering you. You know, like that's too much. That's too much. What they call it? People that got that's too much OCD right there. We're OCD as it is playing the fighting game, and then your OCD is bothering you that they're using modern controls or auto combo or something. Like that's too much to think about. Just focus on what's happening in the fight. Just focus. Just respond. Block. Because a lot of the problem that y'all having is y'all don't want to block. Y'all only attack, and you're being attacked, and you can't take it.
Just block.
Block. Because a lot of y'all don't block. If you're watching my clips right now, you're seeing my opponents are not blocking. They're getting hit by slow Potemkin or the 2XKO clips that you're seeing. My opponents are getting hit because they're trying to hit me. And then when I blocked your hit, you want to reset and hit me again. You don't want to back up and reset. You just want to keep onslaught, aggressive attack. And y'all so sweaty that y'all forget to block. The sweatiest players don't block.
Wow.
The sweatiest players do not block. They just attack, and that's what you're mad because you're not the one doing the combo. I have you in combo, and that's bothering your ego for some reason. Like, how did he hit me? Wow, hurry up! It's my turn to hit. Like, no,
no. Sometimes you just gotta wait.
You whiff. I caught you slipping. You in my combo right now because you sweaty. Stop playing so sweaty. Start being more methodical. Start being more patient.
You mashing that button, man.
Yeah, stop mashing. Y'all mashing so much. That's why y'all getting beat up. Auto combo or classic controls. It doesn't matter. You getting smacked. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the face. You're getting punched in the face because you tried to punch somebody in the face and you didn't see that punch coming. Bam! Now you in combo and now you KO. Now I'm at winner screen. My character's posing doing their win pose because you mash too much. Stop mashing. Y'all mash too much. That's y'all problem. The higher in rank I get, the more y'all just mash. Round one, fight. Mash, 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 mash. You ain't even gonna back it up. As soon as the round one fight, you already mashing. Why? What are you afraid of, bro? I want to get the drop on you. I want to put the pressure on you, but I can block. I can push block and create space.
Yeah. Now I will say that's something that I forget about a lot, the push block.
Oh, that's definitely, and they do have air blocking on here. One of your favorite things to do. It's air blocking on here. Oh yeah, air blocking is.
You best believe that.
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, yo,
the one thing that you have, that's one of your pet peeves. I know for a fact. Hey, does it? You asked me that on 2 different games. Does it have air block? Yes, NERDSoul. USKO has air blocking.
I'm like, yes, where that air block at?
And it's not just defend like Fatal Fury. It's actual air block.
Even though I got kind of good at that, I will admit, I got kind of good at that.
I told you that was gonna happen because you're holding back when you jump, and it's just gonna happen for you on Fatal Fury. But it's still a just defense. It's not a traditional.
It's not a traditional air block. Like you gotta hit it like right at the right time. Yeah, like, you hit it at the right time, you looking good.
But on 2SKO, you could just jump in the air and hold back, and you're blocking. Don't press no button. Just be holding back. Now, if you're attacking while you jump in, you open. But just jump in the air and hold back, and you can air block. So that's true. It's definitely there. So just so you can feel comfortable, fam. 2SKO has air block.
Like, look, I need that air block. Like, where that air block at?
Yeah. Yep. But I don't know anything about PC, so I can't tell you if that's a good or bad idea to download that thing you sent. But the game itself is fun to play. It's just that I wish they put some more content on there to do other than just take fights in the casual. And I haven't even touched rank yet because right now they're working on rank. As we speak, as we do this show, the rank mode is down because it's under server maintenance. They're letting us play the game, but rank mode keeps crashing, so they gotta fix it. It's a bug in it. I've yet to even be able to take one rank fight yet because every time I log in, it says rank mode is under maintenance right now because the game keeps crashing. That's just what's happening. It's a brand new game. They need to work out those kinks. Something is going on in rank mode where people are in fights and their fights are just freezing up and crashing and there's no winner. And both players are taking a loss. Like the game freezes up and both of y'all get a loss. So they got to fix that. That's what's happening. It's not nothing. Nobody. It's not even a cheating situation. Their server is acting crazy, and it's crashing the game. I guess because it's a lot of people playing it. The online servers just crashing out. But it's enough to just to play casual. So I have not taken a rank fight yet. I would like to, but I just can't. It's not available to me. The option is not there because it gives you a message on the screen saying rank mode is down. We're under maintenance right now. Till further notice, enjoy the rest of the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's because the ranked fights are crashing. These people are fighting, they mashing buttons, and the screen just freezes and then plays, and then it takes them back to the main menu, and there's a loss on that wrist. On both opponents. How both of y'all lose at the same time? Like somebody got to be the winner, right? They both getting it's a glitch, it's a bug in there. They got to fix it. Other than that, I like 2XKO as a bare bones fighting game, and it's bare bones, but it needs some work. You know, it needs some single player content. It should have single player content for the simple fact that it's League of Legends. Y'all have 176 characters on y'all lore, on that RPG game that it came from. This world, this League of Legends world, it's a massive roster of characters. You only gave us 12 of those 176, and then you didn't give us no storyline, no story mode, no nothing, no survival mode, nothing to do other than fight sweaty people online all day. And
you want to know why? Because the game wasn't ready. Once again, the game wasn't ready.
I knew you was gonna say it. I didn't want. I've been dancing around that all show. I have not said it. I've been dancing around that bush, but you said it. Somebody had to say it. You said it. Wasn't ready.
Well, ready. Game was ready.
They trying to compete. They trying to get it out before Tocom and
because they know Tocom. I'm pretty sure when Tocom dropped that trailer, there was everybody was like, "Hold on, what?"
Yep. Because Marvel Tocom is out of these 4 fighting games that 2XKO came out first with. Let's say it's not out right now. Let's say we're still in 2025. Of the 4 fighting games that were coming down the pipeline in 2XKO, Invincible Versus, Avatar the fighting game, and Marvel Tocom is the best looking game. It looks
that joke is crazy. And they got all the Marvel characters. Come on, bro. You know we about to living up in here.
And Arc System Works is making it. The Guilty Gear Strive company is making Marvel Tocom. And it looks fantastic. It looks so fire. It looks like Guilty Gear Strive with Marvel characters.
Yeah. Strive is still a beautiful game.
Strive
even
is
now
beautiful. Their artwork on Strive, it's the same artwork. It's Arc System. They have a distinct look about it. It looks so crisp, and it's like I can't wait to play Marvel Tocom. I'm probably gonna be on Marvel Tocom more than any other game. I'm probably gonna give 2XKO a rest just so I can play Marvel Tocom because that's 4-man tag. That's a brand new concept. The most tag players you ever been able to do has been 3. Even the Invincible Versus only has 3, but Marvel Tocom has 4.
It's going to be insane.
I'm interested to know how they're going to even put that in how the controls going to look on it. Like you got a tag button, but which of the 4 players is it going to be directional inputs? Like I feel like if you got 4 directions on your control pad, you should be pressing the tag button and a direction for the specific character to come out. Because you have four, well, you have three of them. Really, you playing with one and you got three behind you. So it should be, yeah, not four. It should be three. So left, so back, down, and forward. Because up is the jump. So okay, I get it. Without even playing it, it makes sense. Because if you got four characters, you playing with one of them, so you got three behind you. And if you want a specific one to come out, you're gonna set them to a button. So I guess that character select screen, you're gonna set certain characters to certain buttons, certain directional inputs. It has to be Marvel Tocom has to be directional inputs. It shouldn't even be motion inputs because of the fact that you got three characters to tag from, to choose from, to tag in to do a combo with. So I think it makes sense for everything, even the special moves, super moves, everything should be one button because you got these three other characters to think about. There's a lot of buttons. You don't have you don't have that many buttons. Even if you got not the fight stick, what they call them, the new controllers? The hitbox. Even if you got a hitbox, there's only so many buttons on there. So you're gonna have to, for the sake of the fact that it's four characters, you're gonna have to, the moves are gonna have to be directional. You're gonna have to. Directional inputs with a special move button. You press the special move button in a certain direction and a certain move come out. A fireball, or anti-air, or whatever they move look like. A grab, a throw, something, a command throw. Like it's gonna have to, because you have four characters to tag from. And the up button is the jump. So that's the only one button that you can press that no character comes out because you got to jump. So I think the bottom directions should be the what you press for your characters to come out. Press the tag button, and then the specific direction, and then that specific character is gonna come out and tag if you set it to that button. You should be able to set your tags to whoever you want to. It shouldn't be default. Like you may want Doctor Doom to be on the back button. You may want Wolverine or not Wolverine, but Captain America to be on the front button. Like you should be able to customize where your tags are gonna come from.
All right, I can see that.
It makes sense. It's mechanically, it makes sense.
All right, that's what's up. So what I'll do, I'll throw it to you. Final thoughts. Where can people find you?
Final thoughts. Again, 2XKO is a dope game in and of itself. Like I said about the single player content, y'all need to put that on there. Y'all need some single player content, or your game's not gonna last. Riot Games, your game is not gonna last in the state that it's in. It's fun for now, but it's gonna get boring very quick. It's gonna get old very quick if y'all don't do something. My climb to Vanquisher rank on Guilty Gear Strive was not easy. I will never claim that I did it with ease. It was very challenging, but I did it. And once you get to Vanquisher rank, you're not gonna demote. I'm gonna be forever a master rank in Guilty Gear Strive. And that's yet another game that I climbed to the top. Because when they finally put the rank mode in Strive, it took them 4 years to do this, but they finally did it. I climbed to the top of that rank ladder. That's yet another game I feel like I've conquered, and I'm ready for some more action. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can find me, Open Mind, spell it with a Y, 82, on YouTube. Open Mind, I am Open Mind, spell it with a Y, on IG, and again, Open Mind 82 on TikTok. My channel is growing. Like I said, football is over. Super Bowl is next week or week after next, so I'm not going to be doing no more football content. I'm going to switch back to gaming content and anything I do with NERDSoul as far as gaming is concerned. So my channel is slowly growing. I went from 350 subs. Now I'm at 1,400 subs. That's just being consistent. The only direction this go is up now at this point. I'll do my best to try to get at least one video a week out. I can't promise y'all videos every day. I can't do that. I'm not going to try. So I'm still climbing slowly on YouTube, and that's fine by me. If monetization never happens, I have a job. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need the YouTube monetization. If it happens, it happens, of course. But my channel is going to grow at the pace that I'm moving in. but I had just a quick growth spurt just doing the sports stuff because that, football season was in, everybody loved it. So y'all can find me there, subscribe, support the channel, and appreciate NERDSoul again for having me on. And like I said, Happy New Year to y'all. Just finally get to talk to y'all in the new year, man. And so far, 2026 has been rocky, with the ice kit raids and the January 1st somebody died. You know what I'm saying? So it was a crazy start to the year, but we here now. We still hanging on.
Yeah, folks wilding right now, but it's all good. We here now. Like, we go figure out something. We gonna figure it out. But of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time that you are playing Ninja Gaiden and can't seem to beat the boss, we're just saying peace.
Peace.